This is a breathing technique that you can use to help calm an activated sympathetic vagus nerve. So that's when you might be feeling unduly afraid or panicky or can't calm down or are ruminating a lot and worrying a lot. And so this breath will help you to turn the nervous system off and calm it down. And I will be also putting out a simpler, shorter version. Once you learn this, you can use the shorter version to just use the breathing technique. That will be about 1.5 minutes long for when you just need to have someone help you focus and breathe. And I would do that anytime I was just feeling like I'm a little bit upset, too upset or unregulated or unduly afraid, or even if I was just feeling afraid, I would use it. So to begin with, we want to notice that one of the places we can gain access to that nerve that runs through the body and attaches itself to all kinds of organs, all the way up from the back of your throat down into your hips. And we just want to become aware of that nerve. It runs on the left side of the body and then into every organ. And it has a companion, the parasympathetic vagus nerve, on the other side. And we can just calm it down. We can turn it off because for some reason, humans are getting their vagus nerve turned on in greater proportions in the last 150 years. So to begin with, become aware of your throat and the soft palate of your mouth. One of the ways you can do this is just by trying to stick your tongue as far back into your soft palate as you can, like this, and just put pressure on it. And you can click or just, that up and down thing. That back there, when we're traumatized, tends to get quite tight. And the goal of this exercise is to release it and to soften it. And when I first started doing this technique, my soft palate was like a trampoline. It was so tight. It was just unbelievable. Now I'm able to keep it soft and am able to stay calm. I learned this technique as a treatment for my complex PTSD. And it works. So we start with that awareness. And then the other place you want to become aware of is the end of the vagus nerve. And that is going to be down on your sit bones. So all you have to do is like wiggle in your chair and really feel where those bones are under in your bum as it touches the chair. And you can put your press on it if you want. You can press on those two bones on both sides. And that's the bottom of your pelvis and on the sit bones. And just when you touch that area, you kind of feel good. You kind of feel a little bit calmer, slightly calmer. Like it just feels like a release of little bit of calm. So try putting your fingers on that and wiggling your chair a little bit so you can make sure you're feeling your sit bones. And don't worry about being too precise. It's just on down there at the bottom of your bum. Okay. So now we're becoming aware of our soft palate in the back of our throat. And we're becoming aware of those 2 points down there on our sit bones. And the other place you want to bring your attention is to the top of your pelvis. So that's in the front. And you can put your thumbs into your hips, the top of your hips where the curve comes, and just feel around until you start to feel that feeling of a little bit of like relaxation. And we do this pressing thing at the beginning of learning this breath because it helps to look, I'm pressing it and I'm already feeling calmer, even though I was calm. We do that as a way to become aware of these parts of our bodies because it's, we're not in our bodies as much as we used to be, partly because our vagus nerve is activated, right? And so this is often what people will say, I'm triggered. When they say they're triggered, what they mean is their sympathetic vagus nerve has been activated and they're like, ah! And so just think about those 4 points there, the sit bones and at the top of the curve of the hips. And draw a little square, if you can, in your mind's eye between those 4 points. And as you draw that, imagine those 4 points kind of expanding and becoming bigger, like you're zooming in almost, so that this allows the nerve to release a little bit. That's the 5 points you need to be aware of for this breath that I'm about to do for you. The one in the soft palate and the 4 points of the hips and the sit bones. And I am going to lead you through a breath that is going to allow you to notice those and release them. It's very simple. And what it does is a breath in through the nose and a breath out through the mouth. So when I'm asking you to breathe in, I'm asking you to breathe in through the nose. When I'm asking you to breathe out, I'm asking you to breathe out through the mouth. In between those breaths, you'll hold for a few seconds. So breathing in through the nose, hold, breathe out through the mouth. So let us begin the breath. Bringing your attention to the top of your head, we think of the number 10. And we're going to slowly scan down through the body until we hit the sit bones. And that's the action, counting backwards through 10 while breathing. So bringing your attention to the top of your head with the number 10. Breathe in, and as you breathe right into, let your belly hang out. Soften your belly, soften your rib cage. If you have a bra, you might want to take it off. And breathe in until you breathe as much air into as many places as you can in your lungs, even possibly raising your shoulders a little bit. Hold for a few seconds. And then very slowly breathe out the air through the mouth. Continue with this breath as I lead you through this meditation. 10. Your attention drops down through your head. 9. 8. Your attention goes to your soft palate. Your soft palate falls into your mouth, relaxing. 7. Going down. 6. 5. 4. You begin to notice your hips, those 2 points on the top of your hips. They relax and expand away from one another. 3. Notice the 2 points on your sit bones. They expand away from one another. 2. All 4 of those points expand away and relax. 1, your soft palate falls into your mouth. And with a final breath, we send all of that down into the earth. You may want to repeat that now. Having done that breath, you might actually feel a rise of emotions. That's okay. Let those emotions rise. When our vagus nerve becomes less activated, that gives rise to emotions that have been hidden there and allows those emotions to come and be processed. Often they're unprocessed emotions. And let that happen. And what we do at that point is just do the exercise again. Just do it again from 10 to 1, down through your body, again following those protocols. After a while, you won't need to press on all those points. You'll just become aware of them and be able to do the breath within a minute or even 30 seconds. We're offering another breathing technique that is the same one but shorter, takes about 1.5 minutes. So once you learn this one, you can just go to that one and use that one in a pinch. Thanks for listening. Check out my podcast, Ask Pomegranate, at askpomegranate.com.